I ended the trip perfectly, actually, with great friends, starting the 4-day Inca Trail. It was just a phenomenal experience. Went into it thinking that it was going to be difficult, but I never imagined how difficult it would truly be. Um, Part of it was just because of the difficulty of the trail, and I guess another part was just because of the circumstances. Here's some pictures of the trail, the campground, different stops along the way, mountains in the background, llamas in the trek, um, of course, friends, great friends. And I think I also have a video at the top of Dead Woman's Pass, which I'll tell you about in just a minute. So the way the trek is set up is the first day is basically just to, I guess, get you used to hiking for long periods of time. So the first day wasn't too bad. We thought it was going to be pretty easy. It was a little more difficult than we had thought. But going into it, we knew that day two was going to be the most difficult day, which it was very difficult. I tried to push myself and kind of test my fitness level, I guess, a bit. And I went ahead and got to Dead Woman's Pass in pretty good time and had a chance to relax a bit and enjoy the views. Um, and then it kind of went downhill from there. I ended up not feeling too well that evening, and we had hiked, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 hours that day. Couldn't eat, started throwing up, um, just moaning and tossing and turning in my sleeping bag with all my layers on, and I still just couldn't keep warm. And then the next morning we had to get up at 5:30 in the morning, and I had, of course, nothing in my stomach. I hadn't eaten in almost 10 hours, and I really thought that there was no way that I was going to be able to make the third day. And turns out during the middle of the night, just the sound of zippers you could hear because everybody was leaving their tents. Everybody was getting sick, and fortunately, everybody pushed through. I really didn't think I was going to make it through that day. Just had waves of feeling like I was going to throw up, and we had to walk 10 hours on day three with basically running on empty. Once we made it through that day, the reward was on the fourth day, of course, seeing Machu Picchu. It was just a phenomenal experience, tested me both physically and mentally, and I would do it again in a heartbeat, even through all, I mean, the pain and the sickness, and convincing myself I was going to die in the night because I was just feeling so ill. Luckily, of course, with great friends, it was much easier to get through. I know Miller, one of my friends, he wasn't feeling very well at all on day three either, and he managed to push himself through it. So, like I said, it was just a great way to end the trip. Here are pictures when we finally arrived to Machu Picchu. We have different group pictures, and of course, like you saw earlier at the top of Dead Woman's Pass, the karate pose or the karate kick, which was, yeah, interesting. Hope you enjoy. People ask if Machu Picchu was a spiritual place. It's hard to answer that question because of the sheer number of people that were there. It's hard to really pull any spiritual value out of it because of the amount of people. Um, I think if you were by yourself up there, of course, it would be definitely very spiritual. But it is beautiful. It is definitely beautiful. I can't say that.
Ja, det kan være greier eller et eller annet.
Ja, det får du sikkert fint med hvis du fokuserer.
Okay. Okay, it's very clear to see from here the tree divided in three different areas or sectors. The agriculture sector, yeah, the terraces, and this sector.
Here are the final pictures of Machu Picchu and the whole, I guess, summer experience. I had to actually leave my friends a bit early. They stayed in Cusco for a couple more days, and it was really sad to go. Obviously, now by myself down here and missing those guys already. But on a positive note, it was great to see them, and I don't know, nothing ever changes. I mean, we just kind of flow back into normalness as soon as possible, and I guess that's a true sign of great friends. I left and got back to Guayaquil on Wednesday and had to work on Thursday, so it was kind of a quick turnaround. But hope you enjoyed the clips. Take care. Bye.